Morning, kids. I'm over here now, and that means it's JDM Day today on The Smoking Tire. This is Dustin. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you.
And the first Suzuki Cappuccino ever submitted to this show. And I fit. Yay.
Yeah,
Tell me about your cappuccino.
So I bought it last year in Ferndale, Washington. I had it imported from Japan directly. As far as I know, the first one legally for road use for the 25-year-old.
Woohoo!
I've talked to a lot of people, East Coast guys, and they say they've seen the legal ones, but it's the first legal one. I bought it stock. It now has coilovers, roll bar, new motor. Blew it up last year in LA.
New original motor?
New OEM motor.
Which is the 660cc.
657, yeah. F6A motor. They changed it to a K6A, which is a chain-driven. Mine's belt.
But it is a turbo.
It is turbo OEM. I have an upgraded turbo. It's an RHB 31. It's about this big.
Cool.
It's smaller than your phone. I run 1.1 bar. It's about 17 pounds.
Okay.
It's the safe point for this motor.
The safe point.
Yeah.
All right. Let's
Anything after
keeping
this,
things safe.
It'll blow head gasket, timing belt, and then transmission.
Okay. Well, let's have a go. I'm stoked, especially about your wood grain dash.
Yeah, it's lovely.
I'm very stoked about it. No, really, this should be a lot of fun. Here we go.
Let's see. Right now we're running on black racing wheels.
Ooh, hang on a minute.
There's some torque. Rev it out to 9 if you want.
9 is where she goes?
Yeah, 12 when I got it. I dropped it down to 9. There's that rub.
Oh, that's the rub.
That's the tire rubbing on some plastic. I hit a pothole down here. It's completely safe. I found the plastic. It's slowly melting itself off.
Ooh.
Yeah, R888s, big square shoulder. I went from
All right, that's gonna,
yeah.
It is what it is, huh?
It is what it is. I'm gonna fix it when I go home. But I don't care. Just run it through. I got a track day at Laguna on the 25th.
So you hit something, and
I hit something down in LA, yeah.
And that started today.
That started last night.
Oh, what a bummer.
Coming back from Disneyland.
Well, it is what it is. Sorry,
Yeah.
folks. You know, this thing feels kind of fast.
Yeah, we're going about 60 right now.
Don't say that. What does it weigh?
1,480 pounds.
And have you put it on a dyno?
I have. It's 101.
101 at the wheels.
And 104 torque.
Yeah.
The save point for the transmission is 125 miles an hour. Or, sorry, 125 horsepower. And it maxes out at 135 miles an hour in 5th gear.
Yo, this is properly go-karting.
Yes.
All those people that buy those dumb exoskeleton cars, they should just buy these.
So this weighs the same amount as an Exocet.
Yeah, and you have like doors and shit.
I have doors. I have functional AC.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. These cars came in one set. The only difference was whether it had a torsion or not. Mine does not, but Cusco makes a 2-way, 1-way, and a 1.5-way.
Cool.
Clutch type.
I feel like Sterling Moss in this fucking thing or something. It's awesome.
Yeah, so
for K cars, right, the reason a car like this exists at all is because in Japan, parking is extraordinarily expensive, and you have to prove you have a parking spot before you can even buy a car, right?
Yeah, so in Japan, if you want to buy anything from a Nissan Leaf all the way up to an R34 GTR, you have to prove your parking spot.
Right.
If you just want a car, you just buy a K card. They give you tax exemptions.
Yeah.
I drove this down Highway 5 to get here. I drove it at 70 to 80, speed limit the whole way, and I got 40 mpg.
So the definition of K car is a certain width and length,
height,
height, weight, and then displacement, right?
Weight has nothing to do with it.
So they're just light because they have to be small.
Yes.
Yeah. I've driven the AutoZam AZ1, which I thought was fun. Although, truth be told, this Cappuccino drives way better than the AutoZam.
So my friend Ashley actually is bringing an AutoZam AZ1 here to LA at the end of this month. Hers is actually on a boat.
Oh, their AutoZams are hilarious. As far as the rear suspension geometry of them is all kinds of shitty. This one, yeah.
I've never driven one yet. I've only sat in it.
They're not good. I mean, they're fun to just like bomb around in, but I wouldn't want an AutoZam up here. Whereas I'm having a glorious time in this Cappuccino right here.
Yeah. So if I blow this motor, which I pray I don't because money. However, if it happens, there is a group in Britain. They're called Z Cars.
Oh yeah.
They make Hayabusa swaps.
They do.
Gixxer swaps.
Don't they do minis as well?
That's where they
do the
started.
Mini,
yeah, and they have one for the Capo, for a Hayabusa engine.
Well, you just up here met the guy. You just met Dean
I just
Williams.
met Dean.
He's your guy.
And he actually agreed that if I ever want to do it, email him and he'll help me do it. Obviously, there'll be money exchange, but I think it'd be worth it.
Yeah, no, definitely. A bike engine in one of these is a good way forward. Although, truth be told, I mean, if this motor holds up, I'm enjoying this. I think this motor is lovely.
If normally I don't daily this, I have a Mark V GTI for that. Automatic, fun, but whatever. If for any reason, I could daily drive this every day.
So the only time I'd say you couldn't, this would be tough for me every day. This is not comfortable. How tall are you?
5'10".
Yeah. 5'10" is about the limit of where this would be a viable option.
I cut foam out of that seat. I didn't cut foam out of this seat, so I'm feeling the difference.
Yeah.
But I can wear a helmet and track day this thing.
I could actually get in here with a helmet too.
Probably.
It's really just about not being able to straighten my legs. After a half hour or 45 minutes of this, I'd be in some pain. My knees would hurt. But it's just, if you're a big dude, this is probably not the car for you. But if you're under his size, hell yeah.
The thing for big guys.
Decent brakes too, huh?
Yeah, they're brand new. I put them in a week ago.
Great.
They're Geo Metro LSI rotors, because that's a straight swap for me, and they're Project Boot pads.
How about that?
Yeah, they're okay. They're not like the old G-Locks I used to have, but they're nice.
I would totally rather be driving this in a Canyon than an EXO car.
Yeah, I drove one EXO car. I was at the Miata event last month in Laguna, and I got to drive a few of them, and I would rather drive this car.
Yeah. So, what can someone pick up one of these for from one of the importers?
So, my importer got this one for me for $7,200.
Who is your importer?
The import guy's in Ferndale, Washington.
Okay, I haven't heard of them, but
I'll give you a business card later.
Cool, yeah.
$7,200. The car itself was $4,000. His fee is $1,000 flat.
And then $2,200 to get it here.
That includes me flying up to Washington, registering it in Washington, getting my license up in Washington since I'm on my way up there to move, and shipping the car down here.
That's really not bad at all.
No, it's really cheap. K cars are like taking off in the P&W because it's the cheapest way to get into a sporty right-hand drive car.
Yeah.
Like GTR is what, 12 grand, 15 grand?
Even for a crappy one.
Yeah. This was an R-rated one, but it was in the best condition at the time, and it was the first month available. So like that little the price skyrocket you see, that's where I bought it. So now, like,
so you're saying you can get it cheaper now?
You can get it for like $6 grand.
If you fit in this thing, that's a hell of a way to spend $6 grand.
And Miatas are going up in price again for some reason, at least in California.
Yeah, because you can vintage race them now.
Yeah, and why not buy one of these instead? It's unique, it's fun, it's more fuel efficient, and it's turbo.
This if you fit in this is more fun than a Miata, for sure. And your modifications, let's ignore the rubbing in the back is an accident.
Yeah,
that's not a result of over-lowering. That's just an accident.
I'm actually at stock height. This is stock height.
Yeah, it's your modifications are nicely balanced. It seems like it has a good balance of horsepower and handling and brakes.
Yeah,
it's a riot.
So with 64 horsepower, basically out of the box as I bought the car, took it to Laguna and put down a 159.
Really? You went sub-2s?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Barely. 159.8.
Hey.
I was just cutting it.
You went sub-2s.
Thunderhill East is a 140.
That's not bad.
Same setup. So now that I have actual grippy tires, actual suspension and power, I have a Laguna Day on the 25th, and we're going to see what happens. Other than that, I just autocross this car. I compete in SCCA.
Oh, I bet it's fun in autocross.
It turns heads. Some courses, it's a little a pain in the ass.
You do get, is the rattling is the hard top, right?
It's this latch right here in particular.
Just the one.
It's
Oh yeah, you
just-
put a hand on it, and that's that.
Yep, it just stops. But I just need new latches, honestly.
Dude, this car is fun.
There's your pops.
Look at the turning radius.
Take it all the way to 9. It gets up there pretty quick.
Shifting at $9 grand.
Actually, on Thursday, my shifter bushings went out.
Uh-oh.
So I just like makeshifted one via Miata parts. And now it feels flawless. It feels like butter.
You makeshifted bushings from Miata parts?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So I came from a Miata. Like that's all I knew for car stuff was Miatas. So I just decided anything I can fit to this car that's a Miata part, I will do so. Because they're cheap and available.
Dude, this thing is dope.
Yeah.
Dude, so far of all the K cars I've driven, the Cappuccino is the best one.
Yeah,
I think you got the right one.
I've drove the Beat before I bought this one, and
Yeah,
I
what'd you
just
think
didn't
about the
like
Beat?
it.
I
It's
like how they
cool.
look. It looks cool.
There's no torque.
Okay, this has torque.
Yeah, the turbo gives it a little bit of torque.
Yeah, this
So-
is quite lovely. I mean,
Yeah, I could drive it
what?
just like you were all day. Highway 9, Highway
Yeah.
17, all day long, one tank of gas, get 40 miles a gallon.
Gangster. I
It's
get
the
it.
best.
If you fit in it, there's a lot to be said for little
Yeah.
cars like this. It's a ton of fun for no money,
Yeah.
and it feels like you're going a zillion miles an hour. It's great.
Yeah, it's great. You can go 40 on,
And
the,
it's
on the
not
streets
like-
and you feel like you're going 100.
You know, even like vintage cars are great, but like I don't feel comfortable really pushing, you know, an MGB.
Oh,
Whereas this, I will push to its absolute limit and just be okay
Yeah.
with that. You know what I mean?
I understand.
Thanks, Dustin. I
Yeah, not a
appreciate
problem,
it, man.
man.
Way to represent cappuccinos. This is dope.
Yeah.
Great time. Great time.
I love it.
Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Later.